Hey, you know what? I just got something to say real fast. Get your mind out of Hollywood, okay? Hey, it's Bishop here for Tactical POV. Thanks for tuning in. I have got a peeve, and it's so, how can I say, man, it's so uh, Hollywood centric. It's just so melodramatic. It drives me insane, man, when I see this. And I have to break this out of students too when, uh, when I'm teaching my stuff here, man, because it's just it's so unnecessary and it doesn't matter. As for actually, it does matter really as far as uh, your accuracy, making that initial accurate shot. It's a completely wasted move that I wish a lot of people would stop doing. And what I'm talking about as far as the fish hooked presentation is what I call it, or not fish hook, or just a fishing presentation, like I'm casting. I should try to find a different name for it or something like that. But it just reminds me of that. What I'm talking about is basically after people draw, and instead of bringing this gun straight to presentation, straight to what their eyes see on the target, when their eyesights and their stances lined up, I have to break this horrible, horrible habit of catching people when they draw and dropping the sights to what they see. Basically, dropping the sights in instead of bringing it from presentation in here. This melodramatic move just drives me insane because this here is an unbelievably wasted amount of energy, time, and movement. There's no need for this and bringing this down. And the thing is a lot of people do it and they catch themselves that they don't even catch themselves doing what I'm trying to say. It's so subconscious to where a lot of, as I said, you see this in Hollywood a lot. You see this over the years, and it's just like I said, it's just so dramatic. It's too dramatic. It's unnecessary. It's a totally unnecessary move. So if you think you're doing this, you may be doing it. Somebody might have seen you do it or something like that. I've said it numerous times. You can do the same thing that I'm doing here. Put your phone on a tripod. Get a cheap $5 mounting system for to hold a cell phone on a tripod. They're incredibly cheap. Okay, and just record yourself doing it. Just record it because the video camera is not going to lie. Okay, you might not think you're doing it, but when you put that camera on you, it's telling you what you're doing. So, as I said, breaking this from students as far as bringing this thing out. So every move is to presentation, and then it's a quick fire. It's a shot. Okay, and it's getting it on point as fast as you can. How I explain this is that from this point, after you orient this barrel towards the thread in technique number 4, when you bring this to technique number 5, the presentation, you can start to see with peripheral vision on the lower part of your peripheral vision from your eyes at this point. I can tell you where I can pick up and see the top part of my gun. I can see looking directly center at my target. I can see in my peripheral vision, I see the top side of my gun right here. And I have not moved my head or my eyes. My eyes are locked on a target, but my peripheral vision can see this right here. I can see this top part of slide. Now I'm starting to catch the sights. I'm seeing them. I'm catching them in my peripheral vision. And now it's on point and it's on target for the shot. Okay? I'll give you another camera angle and see what I'm to show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, to give you an idea, and hopefully the camera angle is probably, hopefully, I think it might have a little too much sun in it. So I'll take a look at this video and the footage back and play it back and see if it does. But you get me in the shot and also the target. So just to give you an idea exactly what I'm talking about. As I said, I've seen this for years. For years, I've seen students do this, and it just drives me insane when they go bring this thing out and they draw it either from appendix or from strong side. Doesn't matter. Either one, I still catch them doing this and dropping the sights into their eyes. And it's like, do not drop the sights in your eyes. Bring the sights to what you see. Bring them. Present the sights to what you see. Present it here. My eyes are not going to move. My head's not going to move. So I know, as I said, I see a peripheral vision right here at this point. I can see the slide. I can bring it where my hands meet, and I'm going to bring my sights to exactly what I see and make my shot. And that's how it's done. Okay, this fishing is, oh my God, it's just this and stopping this momentum here, casting like you're casting a fishing reel. This thing coming out of here, so dramatic as to point to where by the time you bring this too high and then drop it to your sights instead of here, right to the threat, what is this here? You're wasting time trying to drop this on the threat. You bring this right to the threat, not this here, and wasting these fractions of a second here with this dramatic move. This thing unfolds, people, in seconds, in fractions of a second. That's why I emphasize on getting good gear. I emphasize on the fact of making sure that your gear is up to snuff, not just for yourself and your family, but other people are relying on you to have your gear up to snuff. You don't get cheap on it. So let me give you another angle here real quick, and I'll show you another side. So as I said, as you see in some of the slow-mo cuts in this video here, basically the one with the over-dramatic one, as I said, dropping the sights into what you see, this right here, and bringing this shot to that, wasting fractions, wasting time, and still you're not going to drop this sight and slow this momentum drop from the sights coming down and dropping and slowing them down. You got to remember, gravity is also working on leverage with your hands out this far, arms extended. You still got gravity still weighing out here, pulling here. So remember, if it's gravity pulling, coming down, you've got to stop that momentum plus stop gravity from pulling to bring the sights on. If you miss that first initial accurate shot that you need because of this, and miss it in wasting time in fractions of a second, also miss it because you're inaccurate, because you have to stop momentum and you have to force and you have to stop it against gravity, that makes it an issue, right? It should make a very bad issue, as is to where you can present this weapon straight up and bring it to what you see. You don't have to fight momentum drop, you don't have to fight gravity, pulling momentum and everything else, pulling your initial shot down or dropping too low and shooting too low. You want to bring this exactly to what you see, no drop on gravity, but you're bringing and presenting the sights to what you see right on point. Bring it every single time. So, once again, get your mind off Hollywood, because we've seen it so many times from all of the TV shows from way back in the day, and I don't want to date myself because I'm kind of old. So, but I can go back. I can go back to shows from way back in the 70s, as I used to watch when I was a kid. So, as I said, get your mind out of Hollywood on this thing, people, seriously, because it's, God, when I see that, I start to cringe when I see that. And I'm just like, oh my God, that habit is so horrible. Stop. So, once again, as I said, no over dramatic presentation, okay? Keep it solid, keep it tight, bring it to what you see, boom, and place that shot, make it accurate, and put it on point where you need it to be, all right? If you guys like this video, man, hit the like button, I appreciate it. Make sure you share this video as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, check out my gear, check out my website. I'm still working on it, still trying to add new product up, new logos, stuff like that. I mean, you've got my main logo. I'm just trying to get it up as much as I can here. Look for some of my other posts too, because some videos I do are short videos. You'll find me on TikTok. You'll also find me on Tactical POV, my business page on Facebook. Also my personal page on Facebook. So there's videos that I post up there. Well, I post some up on Instagram. Some of them I don't make long, stretched out videos like this, like I'm trying to put here on YouTube, you know, because it's the main home, of course, obviously for me. But I do post some short stuff here and there. You know, if it's a quick hit, 5-minute hit, something like that. No really more than 10, you know, something right there, 2, 3, 4 minutes. Check me out there. I'm all over, guys. So in the meantime, stay safe. You are responsible for your own safety. Never forget that, all right? I'll see you on the next one.